That's your little show.
Stepping on an arrowhead. There's the arrowhead.
All this time and all this effort you put in your home, now you got to move away. Now see, that's what we're facing in this land. And I'm sure many of you standing here today, most of you could probably say, and some of you, I bet if I asked you, somebody probably served under old Hickory Andrew Jackson. Anybody here fought under him? Did you? I can tell you, on the battlefield, he was a fine man, but now he's made it to Washington, D.C. He is no different than any other than politicians. Matter of fact, I've always said it. There ain't no difference in a politician and a polecat. They all have a bad smell. And that's just the way it is. Well, I'm a stumper. Matter of fact, I have a platform, but if you'd like to say a few words about the good Andy Jackson. I served under Andy Jackson myself. Creek Engine War, matter of fact, I mustered up in Winchester, Tennessee. Wound up going down to Fayetteville, Tennessee at Fort Bunk. Matter of fact, that's where we formed up. Went down and fought the Creek Indians. Matter of fact, he cut loose and went down to New Orleans, and I know that you probably think he's a huge hero before he did down at New Orleans. And I shall agree. But since he's been to Washington, D.C., sir, I would tell you that the man, well, I would tell you as it is, my opponent, Mr. Kempton, I will tell you that that man wears Andy Jackson's collar. He wears a dog tag around his neck that says, property of Andy Jackson, and I'm here to tell you, I wear no such dog collar. I'm here to tell you that this man is of the Whig persuasion. I'm a man who believes in the government for the people, by the people, not a government for the government. And that's Andy Jackson. If they elected him once, we'll see what happens the second time. And his man, we'll see what happens to him. Because I want to tell you, folks, what you're facing right here with squatters' rights, you homesteaded your land. Matter of fact, I've homesteaded my own land. I'm not a man that arrives in some carriage. I'm a man who arrives by a horseback. As many of you all walk here or rode a horse here. Some rode a mule. I see them tied to trees out here. Do you think my opponent's going to ride up riding a horse or mule? He's going to ride up in a carriage dressed in his finest. I dress like you because I'm like you. So when you send me back to Washington, D.C., I'm fighting not just for you, I'm fighting for me.
That's right. Would you please leave? We didn't come here to hear nothing about no Jackson. We came here to listen to a real man.
Well, Jackson is a real man, and they went to put him in office.
What? Yeah. How many times? What? Who did he marry? Some other man's wife?
Now, don't you be talking about him like that now.
Well,
If you don't want to come here to listen to this fine man, you deport the area right now. You don't want to see him leave?
I'm not just sitting right here in you all.
You have as much right to be here to listen, not to jab your jaw, sir.
You're doing the same thing, aren't you?
And I'm enjoying every moment of it.
well, all I can say is this general, he did a fine job at New Orleans, and we'll let him serve out his term. And we'll let that good man walk in the distance. And as the dust settles, I will tell you, history will judge that man Andy Jackson for what he's done. And there's another issue I would like to take up this time. As I sitting in good halls in Washington, D.C., a lot of men, they frown down on me. They frown down because I haven't had no education like them. Many of you stand here, you're self-taught just like me. You taught yourself to write, taught yourself to read just like me. Under some dim light of a campfire somewhere, your fireplace on. I'm here to tell you, there's one issue that bothers me. Now, I know many of you, and I recognize some of your faces. Some of you probably sit there around the same campfires when we fought the Creek Indians. Them Creeks, they're civilized tribes now. Much civilized, just like the Cherokee, the Choctaw, the Chickasaw, and Seminole. I fought against the Seminole also. But I'm here to tell you, something coming. And history's going to tell you. Andy Jackson, he wants to go through the civilized crime. Something I'm voting against. I voted against it, but I tell you what, I have never seen the Jacksonians come against a man in all my life like they are against me. This man is running against me. He's a paid man by the Jacksonians, trust me. And he's one that wants to uproot the Indians, and let me tell you what it's for. It's for the price of gold. Now, we read in the Bible about what the price of gold did on the man's head. Got a man hung on the cross. We got 5 civilized tribes getting ready to be moved. Let's talk to them moving way out west across the Mississippi. Moving thousands of miles from the home. Now I know a lot of you fought alongside me when we fought them Creeks. But imagine if I uprooted you and was going to make you move 1,000 miles from your home. What would you do? That's what will happen in a killing. Now you know why I fought against it. Some people call me hypocrite because I was voting against it. They call me an Indian fighter. Now I'm an Indian lover. No, I'm a human being. I'm just like them. I remember when we was fighting the Creeks and that Andy Jackson, he told us to set fire to a cabin with 35 graves inside it. We go back the next day after they're all burned to death. I listen to them scream and holler inside that cabin, and I'm here to tell you I changed my mind about Indian fighting. I found out them folk are fighting for their homes just like I'm trying to do for you. I'm here to tell you, those folks, they burned and they died. The next day, we were so hungry, we went back to that house, and we eat arched potatoes out from under that house. And the grease of those Indian braves cooked those potatoes, and that's what we eat.